reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network.
Hey everybody, Chris here from MMO Reporter, and we are just coming out of the Blizzard panel. We talked about Hearthstone, we talked about Heroes of the Storm, we talked about Overwatch, all of that stuff. So I've got Leonor back at home. Leonor, splice some stuff in here, please, if you would. Let's put it right over here, shall we? Right here. Nice logo would be nice. So yeah, we talked to Blizzard, and they showed us a whole bunch of stuff here. We started with Overwatch. First talked about a couple of new things. One, a new map, Watchpoint Gibraltar, payload map. They've had some maps in their alpha before that were sort of a mix of payload and other types of maps, but this is a full-on payload map where you are trying to get a payload to a spaceship, of course, with the sci-fi theme of the game. It is called Watchpoint Gibraltar. They've got a couple new heroes as well, which are very, very exciting. They've got McCree, which is kind of like a gunslinger, whose ultimate is actually a really, really cool ability where he's going to slow down, he's going to stop moving, and he's going to start pinpointing enemies. And if they stay in his line of sight long enough and they get the little crossbones, skull and crossbones above their head, they're dead. Insta-kill right there. It looks absolutely fantastic. Lots of fun. And also a new female tank in the game. Zahara, I believe, Zahara. Trying to remember that name right, but of course, Leonor's going to put it right there so I can look silly. And a really interesting character, beam weapon as their main attack, but what I think is really, really interesting is the ultimate for this one is so awesome. She's going to drop down a substance that she can attach to floors, ceilings, walls, whatever, and it turns into a gravity well. So all heroes around her will be drawn into that area. So that was a really cool stuff about Overwatch. Really excited about that game. Blizzard putting together a shooter with some elements that are kind of MOBA-ish in their abilities for the heroes. That's really looking interesting, and the roster of characters being so varied, again, very similar to a MOBA. They're also going into Heroes of the Storm and adding 2 new maps, one of which, I think it's Lair the Spider Queen, is going to be a very claustrophobic, lanes close to the other map, and that's very, very different. You're going to be wanting to stick to the lanes on that one. And then they've got another map that I can't quite remember the name at the top. Leonor is going to put it right here. And that one is actually just 2 lanes on the outside and a whole bunch of stuff on the inside where you're going to be going off lanes all the time. So that was really, really interesting. Nice to see a variety in maps. I know that the Heroes of the Storm that I've played so far has been interesting, but these new maps are seeming to really add to the diversity of what you're going to play. Also, a new hero, Sylvanas, has come to the game. One of her most interesting abilities is the fact that she's going to be able to take over mercenaries, so take over their soul, for lack of a better term. She also powers up by killing minions, taking their souls and powering up, so that's also very, very interesting. I really think it'll be a nice new addition to the game. And then last and not least was Hearthstone. It was a little bit truncated because they did start to run out of time a little bit. They had some technical issues. This one is so interesting because they are releasing a new adventure next month. That's right, we're going to get Blackrock Mountain next month. 31 new cards are coming with this, 5 new wings, a whole bunch of bosses. This is going to be a killer adventure for Hearthstone. I'm really looking forward to this. I had a lot of fun with Curse of Naxxramas, and the idea that we're going to be jumping into Blackrock Mountain, that's going to be a lot of fun. The cards that they showed are really, really interesting as well, some of the different stuff, and we can cycle through some of these here, but I was really fascinated by some of the mechanics that they brought out. For example, one of the cards is a legendary card. When you bring it out, it is going to have a special ability if you're holding a dragon in your hand. So the 2 different cards have this. One is a more basic card where it's going to get +1/+1 if you have a dragon in your hand, not out on the board, just in your hand. So that's signaling to your opponent that you're going to have a dragon in your hand, that's coming. So that's kind of interesting. The other one that's interesting, again, if you're holding a dragon in your hand, is that it is going to kill a legendary card. If you play this card and you've got a dragon in your hand, boom, an enemy's legendary is gone. Lots of interesting information here from PAX East. The Blizzard panel was actually a lot of fun, unfortunately marred by a couple of technical difficulties, but not a big deal. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope that you're enjoying our PAX coverage so far. Please keep checking it out. We're going to be going here at MMOreporter.com. Check out all the podcasts on iTunes and YouTube as well, youtube.com/MMO Reporter Network. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we hope to see you in game.